Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Quizman Adam here at your service. Welcome to the Adventure Quiz. Now, what's happening tonight? Well, let me tell you that you might be going a little bit cross-eyed during the Spotlight round, which I'm very much looking forward to. We're going to be playing Connect 3 in the audio. If you've never played Connect 3, look forward to it. Loads and loads of points potentially on offer. And I thought, with the picture round, it was all about booze last week, so I thought we'd go a little bit foodie with this one. Now, in addition to that, this week is the first week that each team could potentially boost their points if they manage to solve the social media teaser. Now, every Friday, I will release a little puzzle out there on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. What you need to do is to share that with your teammates, work out the answer and then remember the answer so that at the end of every single quiz, you can type it in and get that 5-point boost. Okay, fingers crossed. Now, obviously, don't worry if you haven't seen that right now. It's new. I'm introducing it. All you need to do is just, during one of the breaks tonight, just go to one of the socials, type in Adventure Quizzes, do a search for it, and, well, fingers crossed it will be there. And if you can't find it, then, well, it is there. It is there. I can guarantee you. Now, if you are joining us for the first time, a very big welcome to the family. There are so many different ways that you can join in, really. The easiest of all is just to sit back and enjoy the show. You could shout out some answers if you like. If you want to, you could write them down. You can mark them later on. There is that opportunity. Or if you just want to go all out, you can sign up for the digital answer pack, the DAP, which not only will calculate your score for you, but will also enter you into the runnings to become one of tonight's winning teams. All you need to do is go to adventurequizzes.com and click a few buttons. So, ready or not, ladies and gentlemen, let's do it. It's fact or fiction coming your way. And we're going to start off with our first 5 statements. All you need to do is say fact or fiction or press fact or fiction. Here's number 1. Why? Okay, sorry to wait. Until the late 1960s, a dress code policy at Disneyland stipulated that male visitors with long hair were not allowed to enter the park. Do you reckon it's fact or fiction? Press it on the DAP, write it down, or just say it out loud. I can tell you it was absolute fact. It was considered un-American. Wow. Okay, number 2. During the dismantling of the Vancouver Winter Olympics, a very unlucky squirrel was found frozen within the ice of the main skating rink. What do you reckon? Is it fact or fiction? I can tell you it was. It's fiction. I made it up. I made it up. Okay. Number 3, fact or fiction. In 1985, a Levi's fan in New York wore his brand new shrink fit jeans in the bath, but fell asleep and had to have his legs amputated after the blood supply was cut off. What do you reckon? Is that even possible? And if it is possible, would someone be as stupid as to do that? Do you reckon it is fact or fiction? I can tell you it was. It's fiction. It's completely made up. It would never happen. Okay. Number 4. Coca-Cola contains such a high concentration of phosphoric acid that a tooth will dissolve in it if left overnight. What do you reckon? Is it fact or is it fiction? It is. It's fiction. Coca-Cola is no more acidic than orange juice. It will stain the teeth. Look, I mean, that is some stained teeth. That's just after 24 hours, but it's not going to dissolve a tooth. Okay, your final fact or fiction now. Dr. Seuss's famous book, Green Eggs and Ham, was written as a dare to create a book using no more than 50 different words. I mean, it kind of fits, but is it really? Is it really? Is it fact or is it fiction? I can tell you it is. It's fact. The dare actually came from his publisher, and he did it, and it's made millions and millions and millions. Crazy. Okay, folks. So fact or fiction is over. It's now time for our general knowledge round. This is Big Mix Bingo. Now, just before we do that, though, I want to give you a heads up for this spotlight round that's coming later on. Okay. Yeah, I'm even talking about spotlight round now. That's how fingers crossed cool it's going to be. What I would like you to do in order to register for the spotlight round is right now, just one member of your team to type your team name into the live chat. Okay. I mean, I know a lot of you are there, but if we could just get a nice steady, insertion of team names going onto the live chat, then you are registering now, because you know what happens during spotlight round. We end up getting so many, very welcome yet extraneous people that are joining us. So I would like people to just register themselves for that. Don't worry, you don't have to do that immediately right now. We've still got Big Mix Bingo, but just to let you know, in order to register for Spotlight Round, just just give me a heads up and type your team name in. Okay, so while you're doing that, let's do Big Mix Bingo as we always do. So question number 1, what name is usually given to the highest ranking face card in a standard deck? So if you're using the DAP, oh wow, I've got so many teams in tonight. If you're using the DAP, generally you're just pressing the first letter of your answer. There are some variations, but they are noted on the DAP. So question number 1, what name is usually given to the highest ranking face card? Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I do recognise that. There's a couple that are new. Let's go to question number 2 now. In which American state is Silicon Valley? So Silicon Valley apparently is next exit, but which state would you be in to see that sign? Okay, great. Yeah. Okay, great. Nice. Loads of familiar teams as well. I do like that. It means so much to me. Question number 3 now. How many legs does an insect have? Part of the definition of an insect is how many legs it has. So how many legs does an insect have? Number 4, after which country is a cocktail consisting of Tia Maria, vodka and cola named? It's a nice cocktail. Tia Maria, vodka, cola, but after which country is it named? Okay, great. There's also new teams as well. So a huge welcome to new teams. Right, so we'll go with number 5. Which letter is used to denote a pencil that is softer and able to make a darker line? So if you look at that image, if you look at the ones on the further to the right, they're softer. They make a wider, a sort of darker line. But what's the letter? Let's have a go with number 6. Who played the villain Hans Gruber in the 1988 film Die Hard? Good film, great film. Weirdly, a Christmas film as well, and it's standalone. It doesn't have to be Christmas, but yeah, it's just a strange Christmas film. So anyway, who played Hans Gruber? Oh, and for this one, you're entering the initials. If you're using the digital answer pack, you're just entering the initials, capital letters, no spaces in between. Number 7 now. Which bird is the state bird of New Mexico? That's pretty tough. But also the name of a cartoon character. So that's narrowing it down. So it is the state bird of New Mexico, but it's also the name of a cartoon character. Thanks, Dean, for not continuing your quote there. I'm not responsible for anything that's said in chat. Question number 8. In boxing, which principal weight category comes between flyweight and featherweight? To an interesting story behind this. While I was doing the research, obviously needed a photo of someone boxing. So Google image search, found this chap doing a bit of boxing. I am now inundated on social media with adverts for boxing, and it is exactly that same image. All I'm just like, I'm not into boxing. I've never said I was into boxing. I just looked at an advert and stole the image for those boxing gloves, and now apparently every single social media platform thinks I'm a boxer. Can you imagine me? All right, so we go to question number 9. Monopoly this time. So there's 4 stations. Liverpool Street and King's Cross are 2 stations on the standard Monopoly board. What are the other 2? So you've got Liverpool Street, got King's Cross. Now, it's half a point for each of these. So on the DAP, you'll see that your alphabetical list, you have to press 2 of them. So the first letter of each of those stations, press 2 of them, and then press OK. You have to go down to the bottom and press OK, and you'll get half point for each one is that is correct. Let's have a go with number 10. On which day of the week are general elections held in Britain? So on which day of the week are general elections? They're always held on one particular day, but which day is it? If you have absolutely no idea, you could hedge your bets potentially if you're using the DAP, because some days start with the same letter. So yeah. Question 11. In which sport would you compete for the silver broom? The silver broom. There is one. That's one you can buy. Luckily, social media doesn't think that I want to buy those. There is a silver broom. But in which sport would you be contesting the silver broom? Question 12, bit of slang for you. How much money is referred to in the slang term a monkey? Gives a monkey. But how much money? It's English slang, so obviously we do it in pounds. But when you're answering on the DAP, only use numerical digits. Don't put any unit in there. So how much money is referred to in the slang term a monkey? Let's go with number 13. Unlike this which category of clouds produce precipitation? Okay, so it's the type of cloud. Now, obviously there are lots, because if they're combined with one particular sort of key word, but this is a one-word answer. Okay, so don't use multiple terms for clouds, because obviously they can be, and you can have combined clouds. But this is a one-word answer. What is the word? What is the category of clouds that needs to be combined with any other type? Well, I mean, I don't think you could combine it with every cloud, but What's the word? What's the word that has to be used or referred to in terms of cloudy stuff to suggest precipitation? That actually, but incidentally, is not a photoshopped cloud. That's actually a real cloud, a wolf cloud. Oh, it's impressive, isn't it? Really cool. Okay, question 14. Which item of circus equipment does a funambulist use? Lovely word, isn't it? Funambulist. And there it's spelt for you as well. But which item of circus equipment does a funambulist use? Question 15. I see, yeah, it's a very sort of wordy one. What name is given to an empty tomb or a monument erected in honour of a person whose remains are elsewhere? So technically, your answer just comes from the Greek for empty tomb. Okay, so it's the name given to an empty tomb. We follow the Greek. But also we use it more for a monument that is erected in honour of a person whose remains are elsewhere. Yeah, it's an interesting question. You know the answer. You know that you definitely know the word. It's yeah. I'm already getting on. I'm getting on it, Roy. It's here, and I'm drinking San Miguel Especial. And I'm enjoying every single drop of it. Incidentally, they are available. Actually, is that why you did that? So that I could plug it? They are available on eBay. Just go to eBay and type in AdVenture Quiz Mug. And you can pick yourself up one of these beauties for a very, very reasonable price. It even comes with 3 packs of Mawams. Now, your final question. I've allowed you to narrow it down again. Which African country has the newest flag? And by that, I mean that it was redesigned in 2017 by adding 2 red bands. There you go. So it is the world's newest flag. It is the one that has just had its additions have been made, accepted and whatever. And it is their now new flag, and it's the newest flag. They made it new by adding a couple of red bands. And it's in Africa. So what do you reckon the country is? Or at least if you're using the digital answer pack, what do you reckon the first letter of the country is? Oh, yeah, Tommy, it's 3 free. Free, free. That's question number 16, isn't it? Okay, so question number 16 means that I'm going to leave you with a recap of all 16 of those questions. However, just before that, ladies and gentlemen, we have to wish happy birthday to Neil from Walsall Nil, who has been doing quiz with his family throughout the whole of lockdown. They've really been enjoying it, and they get really quite competitive. They've bought Neil a little present as well, and so we're going to sing happy birthday to him, and then you're going to get your 1-minute break. So here we go. Happy birthday to you, Neil. Happy birthday to you, Neil. Neil. Happy birthday to you. There you go, Neil. Happy birthday. Enjoy your present. I know you're gonna love it. And for the rest of you, now you've just got a 1-minute break. Recap of your questions before we move on to a foodie poster round. And we're back in the room. A little break is over. And so now, as I have been building you all up to, it is time for our picture round. Tonight, as I said, we're looking at food. But before that, if you are a patron, and thank you so much to patrons at the moment. I know that there's, it's all exciting because this weekend pubs are going to open. Yeah, pubs are going to open. They are not even close to doing quizzes at the moment. If you look at the government's guidelines, if you go to gov.uk, and look at their work safety, go to paragraph 4.5 and it will tell you quite clearly that quizzes are not allowed in pubs at the moment. So thank you for my patrons at the moment. You are helpful. We will get there and we will be back in pubs at some point. But at the moment, it's not going to happen. I'm not coming back. I want to come back, but I'm not going to come back until it is safe for everybody to do so. So we'll see. So if you want to keep this going, and if you can afford it, I would not be able to afford to be a patron right now. But if you could afford to be my patron, then I would absolutely love you to. So if you haven't already, just consider it. Just consider it. You can do it for £4 a month. It's £1 a quiz. I think it's an absolute steal. So if you are one of my fantastic patrons, you need yourself a password in order to get the large versions of the posters online. And because it's foodie, and I was thinking about Gordon Ramsay, I thought, it always happens in Hell's Kitchen. Rubber, 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 rubber. The scallops. Does anyone remember that? I don't know why they put scallops on the menu because none of those chefs can cook them. But rubber, rubber, rubber. So rubber, rubber, rubber is your password. And for the rest of you that are patrons and don't have access to that, don't worry. I will guide you through. So, poster A, I thought we'd just immediately start with the chefs or the cooks or at least famous faces. And for this poster, you're going to be entering the initials, okay? So you've got that short text input. So just like with the Die Hard question, you're going to be typing in capital letters, no spaces in between. So, number... What I say? Right, okay. There's number one. Okay, so I say number one is slightly trickier. It's not. Is it the trickiest? It's not the trickiest, but I think not necessarily. Has been on TV, was massive on TV, and you have definitely tasted his. I was going to say product. Let's just go to version number two. There's number two. Oh God, nasty woman and destroyed her career through her nastiness as well. It's a poetic justice in a way. There's number three. Didn't realise he had so many tattoos. Massive tattoo fan. There's number four. Remember this, if you're using the DAP, it's just those initials. As always with the initialisms rule, capital letters, no spaces in between. Number five, she is a ledge. She's just one of the best, I think. She's so nice. She's really professional. And I'd love to go for a drink with her. Definitely. Number six very much takes me back to the early days of Discovery Channel, like as in Discovery Channel that I was watching when I was a kid. She was just absolutely great, absolutely fantastic. Sort of, slap it in, sort of no pretenses or anything, but at the same time, really quite classy. And although, to be honest, I don't think I'd remember her name, even though I've watched, I think, every single episode of her cookery program. Number seven, I think, is obvious. And then our final two, 8 and 9, they're part of like a duo. you know what he is, but that's not going to get what actually is his name. What actually is his name? I think first name is easy. I think second name is really tough. And number 9 again, another duo. And I think the other lady's name was probably easier. I mean, I say that it's only because I think I would know, but I'd struggle with that one. I think it's tough. Let us go back to the start now. Do a little brief recap. So there you go. Taste his product before it sells out, ladies and gentlemen. It's great. There's number 2. I can't believe how much unintentional innuendo is happening right now. I feel like it's carry on. There's number 4. Number 5. There's number 6. Number 7. Number 8. And number 9. And cheers to you as well, I have to say. So, poster B now. Gadgets and implements. Each one of these gadgets, implements, has been designed to prepare or do something to one particular product. You might be able to use, or like I say, ingredient. The ingredient is the best way of saying it. You might be able to use them for other ingredients, but they haven't been designed for it. Okay, so you are pressing on the DAP the first letter of the ingredient that they are designed to prepare. So there's number 1. So after just think. So complete the sentence. Gadget number 1 is designed to prepare what? And then press that letter. Press that letter. Number 2, I think, is an easier one. The tip has been missed off because of that nice, cute little frame that I put around it, but you can still see it on the other bit of poster. Number 3 is a nice one. They come in many different forms, but that's quite a full-on one there. 3, you got top, middle, and bottom. Top, middle, and bottom, and each one is for a specific use, all pertaining to that one ingredient. Number 4, I think you could use that for others. I mean, in the most basic sense, you could use it as a pair of ice tongs, but obviously it's not designed to be a pair of ice tongs. Okay, so which ingredient was it actually designed to... Oh, I've missed the frame off of that one as well. That's a bit depressing. Oh, well done. Here's number 5. Again, you could use it for a few things. It would be weird if you did, but there's one particular ingredient that it's totally all about. I think number 6, when you look closer to it, number 6 is quite obvious, isn't it? Is it not? I think it is. I've never used one in my life. I think they're completely pointless. The human anatomy is more than capable of doing what that piece of vacuum-formed landfill has been designed to do. Getting on my high horse. Let's go to number 7 now. Now, I think would I buy one? I don't know. What do you think? It's a bit weird. It is a bit weird. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But if you don't know, you'll kick yourself. We'll get them all again, so don't worry. Number 8. There you go. That's pretty cool. That's almost like an An inverted pencil sharpener. The vertical bit of white. I can't go that close to it. That bit of white there. That's a blade there. That's a blade. And then your final one is number 9. It's really quite nice. Sure, it works a treat actually. Again, I will give you a little tip later on to mean that you don't need to spend £1.49 on one of those. Right, let's do them again. Did anyone notice that I'm really into cooking? There's number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4, without a frame, sorry. Five. Number 6. Number 7. I don't think that would always work, that one as well. I don't think it would always work. There's number 8. And number 9. So like I say, just the first letter of the ingredient. Each one of those has been designed with just one ingredient in mind. Now let's move on to... Oh, I love these. It's the desserts. Le dessert. And I've initialised all your answers, okay, just to avoid confusion, because some people give slightly different answers. So each one of these, just name the desserts. It's as simple as that. So there's number 1. Remember, you're just picking from that list at the bottom what you think it is. Number 2, it so literally has a specific name that you'll see on that sort of chocolate badge that I've actually photoshopped out the name. Number 3. I made them once. They're a nightmare. Nice, but nightmare. There's number 4. Number 5. That's a classic one with like cherry in it, but it doesn't always have to be cherry. There's number 6. Always looking good. Number 7, I think, should be obvious. Maybe not. If it's not obvious to you, next time you see it on the restaurant menu, next time you're in a restaurant, if in fact you ever are, order it. Number 8. I don't understand why there's a sprig of basil in the top of that. I think that is, quite frankly, disgusting. But there's basil in it all the same. And final one, number 9, which I think is the most cunning and possibly tricky of all. Okay, let's do them again. Oh, where were they? Here we go. So back to number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Chat's gone very dead, which is making me think this post around is harder than or harder than potentially I wanted it to be. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Yeah, all getting hungry. Is that it? Yeah. You've all just paused me. And number 9, your final one. So that's it for posters. You're going to have a bit of a break to sort of go back over those. But before you have that break, I want to introduce you to the Brainteaser. Big numbers tonight, big numbers, lots of compound errors, lots of guessing going on. Tonight, the question is, to the nearest centimetre, what length of string would be required to thread all of these beads? For those of you that are regulars quiz, you might... well, you're not going to know the answer, but you will remember this jar. It's one of the first ever Brainteaser jars that I ever made. It's over a decade old. That's how old it is. But yeah, I'd say it's about 10 and a half, maybe even close to its 11th birthday at the moment. So to the nearest centimetre, length of string would be required to thread all of the beads. The old dodgy ruler is in there for you as well. So give that a go. You'll see there is on the right hand side image there is a vertical bit of beads. I think that's 10 in a row, so that's going to help out. But yeah, give it a go, and your guess is as good as any others. So I'm going to give you just a 5-minute break just to start on that. Grab yourself another drink, or grab yourself another dessert, if you like, from the fridge. Have a little comfort break as well. If you are still if you still haven't had a look at the social media point boost, all you need to do is go to Facebook, Twitter or Instagram, type in Adventure Quizzes. You will see well, it wasn't the last post, it was the post before that, was the grid with the colours in it. So to start working that as well, you can get yourself 5 extra bonus points if you do. So I'm going to give you a 5-minute break, and then oh my god, yeah, it's Spotlight Round, and I'm so excited about the Spotlight Round. And we're back in the room with a strange noise. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for Spotlight Round. Oh, my God. Okay, with the Spotlight Round, we're looking at company logos. Okay, now, this isn't an overly complicated round from your point of view. Okay, it just is from my point of view because I need to explain quite a lot of how it happens because it involves the chat. Okay, so I've prepared myself a little script. Okay, so if I'm actually just kind of looking at text over here, please excuse me. Okay, I just want to make sure I hit each of my bullet points. Okay, so tonight we are looking at company logos. Okay, although and you have to identify the brand that it is. The twist is though that the logos are going to be pixelated. When I say pixelated, I mean really pixelated. And when I say really pixelated, I mean really, really pixelated. But don't panic. Each logo will start in its most pixelated form and then will be slowly revealed step by step until the highest quality image is potentially revealed. Your challenge is to identify the brand as quickly as possible and this is a crucial bit, is to stop me from revealing any more detail of the logo before your competing teams that have all logged in can work out what it is, okay? In the chat, this is the crucial bit. In the chat, you must type your team name followed by go or stop after each iteration of the image that I give you, okay? I have activated, you might have noticed it, I've activated this thing called slow mode, which means that everybody, you can type a message in, but then you can't type another message in until you wait 15 seconds. I've made a 15-second slow mode. So you need to not waste comments, okay? And talk to your teammates and try to get the best possible effect you can. There's a bit of gameplay going on here. Once the live chat is about 1/3 full of stops as opposed to goes, I will stop revealing more of the image, okay? And then, even if you're not 100% sure as a team, you're just going to have to guess. Don't forget, though, that to get the best of this, you've got to discuss in your team. You have to constantly chat, okay? So as a team, when I show you the image, as a team, once you've all gone, yeah, just get next one. One person type in team name, go. Team name, go. Team name, go. Every 15 seconds, team name, go. Team name, go. Team name, go. And then suddenly someone might go, no, I know it. And then you start typing team name, stop. Team name, stop. Team name, stop. Don't type team name, type your team name, okay? So every 15 seconds, you've got to keep updating me on this live chat. There is another twist, of course, there's always more twists, and that is that you're going, and this allows us to get more points, okay, is that you're going to be looking at 3 logos at the same time, all pixelated to the same level, and so you have to make that judgment call as a team. We might know one of them out of the 2, but let's put in the stop right now. Let's keep going with stops because other teams might be going with goes, and until we get to 1/3 of the teams that are saying stop, then well, I just hope this makes sense. I feel like I literally have been talking for 4.5 minutes non-stop. So yeah, just no, your team name. So right, don't panic because I'm going to explain as we go along, okay? Wait. Here is your first 3 logos. Unbelievably pixelated. I'm not expecting anybody to say stop right now, but have a look at the colours. What do you reckon? Like, are we at a point where you could actually work out what one of those is? Because if you could, so you need to start typing in Crimson and White, go. Luther Almighty, go. Vocal Nerds, go. Jar Jar thinks go. Okay, we're going. Okay, we're going. Okay, here we go. So Everyone's going. Here's the next one though. There is a little bit of delay. I put it down to a much lower latency as well. Are we still going now? We're still going, but I think you might be referring to the previous image. I'm gonna go because that was spammers go. Yeah. Mulligan O'Hare. No, you have to say go. You have to say go or stop. Okay, here we go to the next level. The next level. Look at those colours. I think the central one is possibly the easiest one. Go to. Thanks, Luke. But you don't need to say which image you're on. But that's cool. That's cool. I'm aware it is. Well, the best it's going to get is a 10-second latency. It's around 20 seconds. So I'm going to hover for about 20 seconds. We're still coming in with goes though. Kebab Machine, first time I heard you. We're still getting goes. Slowing down a little. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next one. Here we go. Still got goes coming in, but that obviously for the previous image. But we are okay. We're massively slowing down in terms of chat rate. Still lots of go coming in. But we are slowing down. Because the great thing is that I've got a chat rate monitor as well. Oh, it's 100% go. Okay, right, here we go. On to this next one. Everyone. Okay. So our first stop is from Credentials, Mulligan O'Hare. Oh no, they said go, but we've had to stop. Okay, Fake Brew stop. Cats on Mars stop. Cremasteric Reflex stop as well. Okay, I might need it. I'm going to give it a little. I'm going to give it a little bit more time. Remember, when we get to the end, of this on the DAP, it'll say number 1 is this. Obviously, just pressing the first letter. Number 2 is that. Number 3 is that, and then we'll go on to 4, 5, and 6. Cats on Mars we already did. Okay. Corona Loner stop. This is fun, isn't it? Flavor Dictators stop. Okay. I'm gonna go to one more. Because I don't have enough stops. I know some of you. Okay, this is potentially. This is that one that I just did. There is potentially the last change we're gonna get. But remember, you can make a comment every 15 seconds. So just keep going in. Oh, there's still lots of goes though. Okay, so Cremasteric Reflex again with stop. Mulligan Hair stop. No, still go. Emma just stop. Cats on Mars stop again. Browns and Richmond. I think is that the first time. Mulligan Hair. You said stop again. We've got go stop. Oh, we are so. Okay, we're stopped. We're out, folks. We're out. That's way enough. Way enough stops to be able to do it. Okay, so that is the last that everyone is going to see of those images. Okay, so now we're going to go to the next group. Well, obviously you'll see them again at the end. So let's go to next group. 4, 5, and 6. Right, here we go. The most pixelated of all. So hopefully there's going to be lots of... I mean, everything's just going to be stop, isn't it, at the moment? Hopefully. Okay, there's loads coming. Okay, yeah, obviously. Yeah, okay. Just waiting for the lull. Yeah. Totally with you. Okay, what do you reckon there? loads. I mean, yeah, okay. What about this one? Remember, on the DAP, you're just pressing the first letter of the answer. More goes. Go. Okay, it's slowed. It's slow. Okay, so the goes have slowed down a little, which means that it's suggesting a bit of discussion. Let me go in with the next level now. Next level. Look. Yeah, sorry, mate. Loads of goes pounding in. And another lull. The colours, I think the colours potentially. Okay, we've had a first stop from Fake Brews, another stop from Flavour Dictators. No, Roy, they're not linked in any way. Okay, so Fake Brews, you put your second stop in, which is cool because you can do it every another. Oh, okay, Corona No Line doing stops. Okay, I'm going to go in with another one. I need a more significant portion of you saying stop. Go. Oh, I'm getting cramp. More goes. Margie Sippers in go. Minute Imperials go. Fantastic Four go. Kebab Machine. Sop. Okay, here come the stops. That's like 50% stops so far, but only in a very short period. Still got more goes. There's another stop. Okay. Oh, nice. Frat Pack actually using a stop emoji as well. There's more goes though. No, stop. That's 4 stops in a row. 5 stops in a row. Okay, we're done. Oh my God. Is anybody else as stressed as I am? Here's your next 3. 7 and 9 look almost identical, don't they? You just got a slightly green one in the middle with number 8. Okay, yeah, loads of stops coming in. What do you reckon of this one? Yeah, goes. Yeah, okay, right. Go on to the second one. The second one doesn't really help you, does it? I don't think. Well, does it? I mean, still got more goes. Crimson and White stop? What, for this? What, for 7, 8 and 9? Flavour Dictators stop as well. Which one are you Maybe there's just the delay. It's no one's fault. It's the internet's fault. Okay, we're definitely doing go. 7, 8 and 9 now. Crimson and... Really? No way. Okay, great. No, I'll log you. I'll log you as a stop for 7, 8 and 9. Okay, Quizential's coming in with go. More goes. Belenia. Go! Okay, let's go to the next one. Oh, hang on. Come on. There we go. More goes coming in. I think this is the toughest. We've got 4 groups of these, by the way. You've got 12 in total. I think this is definitely the toughest one. More goes coming in. Okay, we got a stop down from a stop from Lockdown OGs, and obviously a stop from Crimson and White. They're going in with stop as well. Yes, still a lot of goes though. Stop from Jar Jar Thinks. Stop from Fake Brews. Stop from Pressbox. Stop from Mint Imperials. I think we're pretty much... Oh, no. Stop from Flavor Dictators again. Okay, we're stopped. We're stopped. We're stopped. We're stopped. Oh, God. When I come up with these ideas, I sometimes regret it. Okay. Let's do a final... oh, yes, this is the final group. Now, the colours on this are very, very vivid, so I'm expecting lots of stops, potentially straight away. So here we go. 10, 11 and 12. What do you reckon? Yeah, Fantastic Four, got you good with the stop. These colours are such a great giveaway in some cases. Okay, eyes not hurting. John, I'm not quite sure why it keeps on holding your comment for review. I think it's because you might be... I'm showing it because it's fine, but... No, okay, goes are rolling in. There we go. Okay, onto the second one. See what goes. Oh my God! I've just suddenly realised it's like I'm the mission commander for something spacey, and I'm just asking to people, let's do the roll call. Mint Imperials, go. Secret Lemonade Drinkers, go. Social distance, stop. Okay, so socially distance. We've got a stop coming in from you. Everyone else is pretty much go at the moment. Stop from Corona No Lime. Stop from Cremasteric Reflex. Stop from Fake Brews. Lucifer's still going with go. Cats on Mars are still go. Mulligan O'Hare. Quizential's coming in with stop again. There's another stop from Jeff Clark. But you have to put the team name at the start. So I can't count it, I'm afraid. Crimson and White with stop. Oh, there's still more goes. Mint Imperial, stop. Fantastic Four, stop. Okay, that was 4 stops in a row. Oh, there's still more goes. Okay, Clueless. Clueless is saying stop. Yes, okay, we're done. No, we're done. We're done. Like I said, it was only a third of teams. Only a third of teams. Whew. Oh yeah, okay, great. Loads of stops coming in now. Okay, so for the rest of you, you now have to decide what you think they are. As always, you get yourself a lovely little 1-minute break, as is requested by many of you. Just enter in your your stuff and your details and your answers. Remember, just the first letter of each of your answers. And now we are going to move on to audio round fun. As I said, we are going to play Connect 3 this evening. And it's all about thinking about titles of songs. And there is... Well, okay, let me just do my little graphics first. So I'm going to play you 3 songs. Think about the titles, the 3 titles. And there is... What's the common word? There is one word that is used in all 3 of the titles. Your challenge is to work out what that word is as quickly as possible. But I'm not just going to play all 3 of the songs. I'm going to start by just playing the first song. Now, obviously, if you know the title of the first song, it might be 3 words long, it might be 4, it might be 5 words long. You don't know. So really, at that point, what you're going to have to do on the DAP is just to guess first letter of the common word. You've got a 1 in 3 chance, a 1 in 5 chance, whatever it might be. Obviously, then when I play the second song, And if you know the title to that, obviously you're gonna make the match. And then you press the first letter of the common word. And then after the third song, you have a third guess of working out what the common word is. You are going to get 1 point for each time you press the right letter, the letter being the first letter of the word that is common amongst all of the tunes. Obviously, the first one's going to be tough, isn't it? Because even if you know it, you can't really work out a connection. I hope that makes sense. Let's go with... So this is your first group. This is group number 1. 3 songs coming at you. This is group number 1. And this is song A. Okay, so here we go. So there we go. You're not going to get repeats of these, obviously, because it spoils it. Okay, so that was track number 1. What do you think the title is? If you know what the title is, great. On the DAP, press one of the initial letters of the words in the title, and that's as close, or at least think about it. Maybe like, well, you know, that's a word that is not going to appear in many other titles. So let's pick a word that is potentially going to appear in many more titles than the others. Let's go with track B now, still of group 1, track B. This, hopefully, if you know the title of this one, you're much more likely to work out what the common word is. Here's track B.
Let me say yeah!
Oh, okay. I suddenly thought I thought I was in a rave and it was gonna keep going. Okay, so there's track number 2. If you know the title of that song, oh, well, definitely you can make a connection between number 1 and number 2. And remember, you get 1 point for each time you enter the correct letter as we go through these stages. Let's have a go. This is the final time potentially you're going to be able to make the connection. Here's C. So, hopefully 3 songs that you know at least 2 of the titles of. If you know 2 titles, you'll know what the common word is. If you know 1 title, then it's just up to you to guess. But for each one of these, in the first group, as we go on with all the other groups, 1 point for each time you press the first letter. Obviously, you know, you have to, you know, just press any letter before you hear the second one. Are we ready for it's for the Raven? Yeah. Let's have a go with so this is now a different group, another group of 3 words. Another group of the same word but 3 songs. What is the word? Here's your first one. Here's A. Don't worry. You'll get it. So there you go. There was your first track. If you know the title of that song, chances are, well, now you've got a 1 in 3 chance of knowing what the common word is. But don't worry if you don't. Let's see if track B can give you a bit more chance.
They paved paradise and put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot.
So that was track B. Now, also, I'm not expecting, as I'm sure you can imagine, I'm not expecting everybody to get 3 points in each of these, because that would, not only would that mean that you have to know the title of the song, it would mean that after knowing the title of the song, you would have to accurately guess which one out of maybe 4 or 5 words is the correct one. So don't worry if you're not getting 3 out of 3 here. It's not about 3 out of 3. Let's have a go with track C now. So same word.
Wouldn't you like to have fun? Fun? How's about a few laughs? I could show you a good time. Let me show you a good time. The minute you walked in the joint, I could see you were a man of distinction.
It now potentially brings it down to a 50-50 to know what the word is. Right, let's go to group 3. So this is the first song. Just hazard a guess. What do you think the common word is? There you go. Have a guess. What do you think the common word will be? Which is impossible to know, given that that's the first track. Here's B. Tough.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
Courtesy of Little Kim. Maybe you could just, even if you know the previous tune, just choose another word. Maybe choose the same word. And here's C. So there we go. If you know the title of that track, that's definitely going to allow you to narrow it down. If you don't know the title of the track, hopefully you know the title of one of the previous tracks, and therefore you can just give it another guess and see if you can get yourself some points. Let's go on to group number 4 now. Here's your first track. Here's great tune. Here's track C.
For yourself, my man, you'll never be what is in your heart.
That was group 4. How well are we doing? It's all about trying to press the right button 3 times and you get 1 point for each. Let's go with group number 5.
Meet you downstairs in the bar and her your rolled up sleeves in your skull t-shirt.
Here's
Get
B.
you to know
just need to. Do I stand in line? One of a million admiring eyes. Walk a tightrope way up high. Write your name across the sky. I'm going crazy just to let you know. You'd be amazed how much I love you so, baby.
And final track, this is number 5, C. I mean, it's tough. One of those tunes. I think most people aren't going to know the title of, but yeah, give it a go. Let's have a go with number 6. This is 6A.
There's a wild wind blowing down the corner of my street. Every night there the headlights are glowing.
Okay, so that was track 6A. I'll give you a little bit longer between these tracks. I'm just conscious of time because the spotlight round. I always just try and pack so much into our 2 hour little stints that we have together that I'm always paranoid. So yeah. Don't worry. You're Yes, hello, CFL. Yeah, you're the best. Oh really? Oh, that's very kind of you. Please don't spam the chat, otherwise I will hide you. Let's go with B, 6B.
To drive
Funny from Luke. I'm the best, and I was thinking, no, I'm the best, and so's my wife. So there's 6B. I'll just fill with a little bit of time. We could just sit in silence, but like a sort of radio presenter, I can't possibly hear silence. I have to fill it with my voice. And let's go with track C now. This is the last one. See if you can get the words. I was thinking, did I play 6A? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I played 6A. Did I not play 6A? I think that was when I was rushing you. Sorry, Tom. No one's agreeing with you, mate. He did play 6A. Thank you. Oh my God! No, I'm having a go, Tom. We have a history together. I know you're. I know you're behind me. I'm behind you as well, mate. But I did. But I was probably rushing at that point. Let's go. We heard 6A. Thanks, Lucy. Let's go to group 7. Here's A. So there you go. That was 7A. Did you get 7A, Tom? Love you, man. Hi, Mine Rafter, whatever your name is. Should we have a go? Let's go to B now. Let's go to B. 7B.
I didn't care if you hung around me. I didn't care if you went away. And I know you were never right. I'll admit I was never wrong. I could never make up my mind. I made it up as I went along.
This is group 7, and that was 7B. 7B. Yeah, mate, it's a very weird quiz. Did you play 7A? But we got 12 of these to get through. 12. It's gonna be midnight. Here's 7C. Love this tune. Right, there we go. That was number 7. That's all you get in a number 7. Yeah, I know, 12. Yeah. I'd look. I didn't know how long it would take to get through these. Yeah, it's like a punishment, isn't it? Like, you've got 12 lashes. 12? Let's go to number 8. 8A.
Look all around, there's nothing but blue sky. Look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue sky.
Oh, God. Here's B.
To all the people who can quest like a tribe does. Before this, did you really know what I was? Comprehend to the track force, why? Cause getting mentions on the tip of the vibe buzz. Rock and roll to the beat of the funk fuzz. Wipe your feet really good on the rhythm rug. If you feel the urge to freak, do the jitterbug. Come and spread your arms if you really need a hug. Afrocentric living is a big shrug. A life filled with, that's what I love. A lower plateau is what we're above. If you diss us, we won't even think of.
That was 8B. Can you work out the word? Here's 8C.
It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best.
There you go. That was 8C. 8C. We've got 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got four left to go. 4 left to go. I'm counting on my fingers. Okay, let's go with 9A. What do you reckon the word is? You all know the title of that song. So pick one of those words. Pick one of those words and then press the initial letter of that word. Only 4 more, Ryan. Only 4 more. Here's word 9, but track B. Yeah, you're right. I would not get a gig at a wedding. I'm not trying to. And I was thinking, actually, I could probably make more money doing that, but I can't. Not in lockdown. wedding DJing and quizzes are now exactly the same thing. So we'll go with 9C. So that was 9, and we have just a mere 3 left to go. 10, 11, 12. Here's 10A.
Honey, love, ooh, ease my mind. And I need to find time, someone to call mine. My mama said.
There you go. 10A. Just pick one of the words in the title. Here's 10B. That was 10B. Actually, to be honest, we're not running behind as much. I'm just paranoid. I'm always paranoid. Let's have a go with 10C. Let's have a go. So we've got 2 left to go now. Penultimate words now. Here's 11A.
Children behave. That's what they say when we're together. And watch how you play. They don't understand, and so we're running just as fast as we can.
You've definitely heard that song before. What do you reckon the title is? And as a result, what do you think the connecting words could potentially be? I mean, it's so hard when you just know the first one. Let's have a go with 11B.
Open your mind. Surely there's time to be with me. It is the distance that makes life a little
was 11B. See if you can make any connection while I hide and time out various users. Here's C. Would very much agree with you, Luke, with 11B being a tune. 11C, I think, was it's even slightly more of a tune. Do 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 do. Not there. Just bear with us, Graham. Just one more to go. Yeah, that actually, yeah. That last one was a great little wedding tune. When it imagined, like right at that, you know, where everyone's absolutely hammered, no one's going to remember what's going to happen on the dance floor. That is the one that you bang out. Okay, group 12 or word 12. Here's tune A. Rick rolled. So there you go. It's quite a long title. Pick one of the words, or pick the. Yeah, just pick an initialized letter of the first word, or of one of the words. Talk to me. Ooh. Here's 12B.
Push me. I don't have the strength to resist or control you. So take me down. Take me down. You hurt me. But do I deserve this? You make me so nervous. Calm me down. Calm me down.
It's tough. I think it's tough. Maroon 5, that tune was by the way. And well, okay, so here's your final one, ladies and gentlemen. The audio round is about to be over. Here's 12C.
We could live for 1,000 years, but if I hurt you, I make wine from your tears. I told you.
And there you go. That's 12C. You now have to, out of all of those three tracks, 12A, 12B, 12C, try and work out what the word is, the common word between all three of the titles, and then on the DAP, press the initial letter of that answer. God, it's so complicated, isn't it? It's not, because we sort of started off and we're slowly building up to this level of insane complication. So thank you very much for all of you that have been with us. Okay, so audio round time done. Now we have a 1 minute break. I've got a great little sort of old time tune for you, just to fill in for 1 minute, and then we're going to do Quizmo round. Okay, so 1 minute break. Finalise your audio round answers, and then get for Quizmo. What are we doing? Here we go. Oh no, this one. Here we go. I'll see you in a minute. And we're back in the room after a rather random piece of music. Okay, folks, so you know it's happening. It's coming at you. It is the Quizman Round, our weekly 3-minute challenge. Tonight, it's speed marking. Teachers in the house. Now is the time you prove yourself. I'm just going to clarify. The first thing I have to say there is no calculators are allowed. This is a mental arithmetic challenge. However, it is a 50-50 for each of them because all you're doing is marking the sum as correct or incorrect. You must go in order. You can only go in order from 1 to 16. If you want to pass and you sort of think, oh God, we're just running out of time, you can pass. But you can't go back. You can't return to that particular one. And you're going to get 1 point for each of these. There's 16 of these in total. Some of them are a nightmare. Some of them are a lot easier than you think. But each one is a sum. It says equals and then an answer. And you are marking them. So as a team, go look at number 1. The first person say, no, it's correct. Press correct on the DAP. Then move on to the next one. Maybe you could even spread yourself a little further ahead of that. Ultimately, wherever you come at the end in the last 15 seconds, just go with correct, or incorrect. But you must make sure that you finished all your answers within the 3 minutes. Oh, my God. Okay, folks, if you are ready, without further ado, your 3 minutes starts now! Remember, you're just saying correct or incorrect. Just correct or incorrect. Some of these are way easier than others as well. Okay, that's 1 minute down. You've still got 2 minutes left to go, though. Remember, potentially a lot of this can be done just through estimation. You don't actually need to know the answer. You just need to be able to work out, is it a plausible answer? Halfway through now, minute and a half down, minute and a half left to go. Left on the clock. 1 minute left on the clock. Remember, when we get to that final 15 seconds, you just got to just nail it with one particular answer. "45 seconds. Come on, you've got a little bit of time just to get one more to categorically say that one is correct or incorrect. 30 seconds left to go now. 30 seconds. "20 seconds. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. And we're done. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. You have completed the adventure quiz and the Quizma round as well. Now, all that is left for you to do is to submit your answers as quickly as possible. Don't forget the social media point boost as well that is there. I've made that multiple choice just as I'm introducing that. I just want to make an option available for those of you that haven't found the social media post, that you could still have a 1 in 4 chance of being able to get the answer right. But that's not always going to be the case. So, your time's up. Finalise all your answers. Do what you need to do. Submit your answers. I need your answers to be submitted in about 5 minutes' time. So we're going to say 10 to 10. 10 to 10. We need everything in. I will take that final sweep. I'll be then back about 5 minutes after that, giving you loads of wonderful statistics about how each team did, or as a whole, how we did. Of course, I'll be back telling you which team has won the Brainteaser and which lucky teams have nailed it and are our top 15 teams. So enjoy yourselves, a very well-deserved break, and I'll be back in about 15 minutes' time. Don't think I'm just picking my nose during this 15 minutes. I'm working a lot and I'm doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. So I'll be back in about 15 minutes. So enjoy it and I'll be back. Rightio, folks, we're back. We're back in the room, and we are now going to go through our answers. I'm going to give you some really interesting statistics as well that happen with questions there. I find it so fascinating. Now I have that feedback in terms of questions. So anyway, let's start with Big Mix Bingo. How did we fare? So the name that is usually given to the highest ranking face card in a standard deck is the King. 87% of you said King, or K at least. 12% of you said A for Ace, but the Ace is not a face card. Question number 2, the American state in which you will find Silicon Valley. 100% of you were correct in saying it was California. Number 3, how many legs does an insect have? Another 100% of you were correct with 6 legs. They have to have 6 legs. If they don't have 6 legs, they ain't no insect. After which country is the cocktail consisting of Tia Maria, vodka and cola named? 92% of you were good with R for Russia, the Black Russian. Although technically Black Russian is actually vodka and Tia Maria. The addition of the cola makes it a dirty Black Russian. But, the country doesn't change. Number 5, the letter used to denote the pencil is softer or able to make a darker line. 86% of you said B for Bravo, or B for bold, actually, or black, some people say. There you go. Number 6, the initials of the person that plays Hans Gruber, 97%, were Alan Rickman, AR. Just to clarify as well, again, with those questions, it does say that at the top of the type form as well, that you have to put in capital letters with no spaces in between. Quite a few of you just typed Alan Rickman. I know you were right in that sense, but the dumb machine is not going to get you. Like it says, you have to put AR. Don't write Alan Rickman. I know you're right, but I can't count your points. I'm sorry. Well, it can't count your points. Let's go on to number 7. Which bird, state bird in New Mexico, also the name of a cartoon character? 95% went with R, which was the Roadrunner. Yeah, such a strange little bird. Actually, a member of the cuckoo family. Much prefers to run than fly, given its name the Roadrunner. They've been clocked at speeds of about 15 miles an hour. That's pretty impressive. 15 miles an hour is what Google thinks you're doing on a bike. That's literally on a bike. That's how fast those things can run. Number 8, in boxing, which principal weight category comes between flyweight and featherweight? God, I wouldn't have any clue. But 62% of you were correct with a B for bantam. A B for bantam. On to our next question, which was... number 9. So Liverpool Street and King's Cross. What were the other 2? So we had an 83% success rate with M for Marylebone. Well done. And a 70% rate with F for Fenchurch Street. So well done. That was pretty good. I think Marylebone was easier, and it proved it. Number 10. On which day of the week are general elections held in Britain? 96% of you went with T for Thursday. Or you could have hedged your bets and gone, well, is it Tuesday? Is it Thursday? You also could have done S, but not many people did S. Number 11, in which sport would you compete for the silver broom? 96% went C with curling, of course. Like the broom, referring to the broom, which you sweep the ice. Number 12, how much money is referred to in the slang term a monkey? 72%, so 3/4 of you, or just there under 500. There were lots of hundreds there. There was lots of thousands there, but it was that break into that halfway, and most people. There were some people that were 50 as well, but yeah, you were right with 500. The category of cloud that produces rain. This was very interesting. This was the first one where we had more people getting it wrong. 54% of you put C, and I'm assuming that you put C for cumulus. Cumulus just refers to vertical height that is forming in a cloud. I'm not like a geek. Well, of course I'm a geek. I'm not telling you this like as if to be like, oh, you should know better. No, so C for cumulus is just that vertical height is in the clouds. What you actually needed was N for nimbus. 46% of you said N for nimbus. So you could have the cumulonimbus, so cool, but that's nimbus as in there's going to be precipitation, but it's cumulus because there's vertical height in it. So cumulus only, like imagine like column. C is for the cumulus. It doesn't mean it's going to rain. Nimbus is the one that means it's going to rain. I really like clouds. The item of circus equipment that a funambulist uses. 79% of you said T for tightrope, and it is. You're correct. Well done. No, like I said, so precipitous. No, cumulonimbus. No. Number 15, the name given to an empty tomb or monument erected in honour of a person who's remained elsewhere. It was 50% on the nose. C for cenotaph, from the Greek kinos, meaning empty, and taphos, meaning tomb. And then your final one, number 16. This was really interesting. The African country newest flag, redesigned in 2017, adding 2 red bands. Only 21% of you got it correct. And you said M for Mauritania. 50% of you said S. I don't know. I think is that Suriname. That's the only one that I mean, obviously it's not Spain, is it? No, it wouldn't be South Africa. Why would South Africa? Okay. I don't know, but only 21% of you. So finally, we actually have a killer question that was killer in terms of the least amount of teams actually got it right. So let's go on to our Sierra Leone. Yes. But no. Okay, let's start with these chefs. Number 1 was Levi Roots. Do you remember him? Made an absolute mint on Dragon's Den. Number 2, Fanny Craddock. Number 3 was Anthony Bourdain. Talented. Number 4 was Rick Stein. Rick Steiny. Number 5 is Monica Galetti. Number 6, Julia Child. Number 7 was Nigella Lawson. Number 8 was Cy King. And you actually did really well in that. Unbelievably well in that. Or well, at least more than I expected. And then number 9 was Jennifer Patterson. They were still good. We still got a good result in that. On to our bits of equipment. Okay, so number 1 was for the pineapple. Like you sort of core it into the pineapple. 2 is for oysters. 3 is for avocado. So the top section, that's how you cut around the outside. Then once you twist, obviously, don't you, and open it up. Then with the central bit, you push that over the stone. Those bits cut in, you twist that out, and then you scoop and slice at the same time with the third piece. They should also be available at adventurequizzes.com. Number 4 is strawberry. As a strawberry huller. Huller. Yeah, so just picking out the sort of, the green bit at the top. Number 5 is for garlic. So garlic clove, rather than all that weird stuff, you just put the garlic clove on a surface and then roll that over the top of it, and it just minces it. Very, very clever, actually, and unbelievably easier to clean up than one of those things, the other garlic presses you use. Number 6 was for eggs, of course. Egg separator, crap. Don't use them. Don't even bother. Just crack it into your hand and just hold the yolk. I mean, Jesus. Number 7 is a mango. A mango. So imagine you've got the mango standing vertically, and you do that, and that's why it's got that sort of elliptical shape that allows it to go round the stone or the husk. I mean, what actually is it called in the middle of a mango? I'm not quite sure. Number 8 is the Brussels sprout. So normally you do the cross at the top. All you do is bosh that up against it, twist it, and it will core, like I said, like a pencil sharpener in reverse, will core out that central bit and remove other roughage. And number 9, the final one, is pomegranates. So you cut it in half, apparently, and then push it that way. The best thing to do with that, actually, with the pomegranate, is just to cut it in half, put it in some water, literally like just douse it in water, soak it in water for about 2 or 3 minutes, just use a spoon on the back of it and it'll knock it out. You don't need any of that stuff. Whew. Onto the desserts. Number 1 was a tartatan, and it's a good one. I've seen better, but you know. Number 2 was a lot of people say Sachertorte. It's actually pronounced Sachertorte, but Sachertorte. It's a Viennese chocolate cake invented by Franz Sacher. Blends apricot with dark chocolate in layers, but S is what we needed. 3, pastiche de nata. Love those bloody things, and they're a nightmare to make. You can do cheat versions, but they're not the same. Number 4 is the millefeuille, 1,000 leaves. Number 5 was the clafouti, often with cherries, but you could do other stuff. Cherry and chocolate is a great clafouti. Number 6 is the Mont Blanc, just representing the mountain. Mont Blanc is sort of it's chestnut, like sweetened chestnut. Number 7 is the creme brulee. And number 8 was the Eton mess with basil. That is not a traditional ingredient. And number 9 is the cannoli. They're really difficult to do. I was going to do those at a Christmas quiz once for a tasting round, and we ended up doing brandy snaps in the end because the cannoli were way too hard. Well, they weren't way too hard. I mean, they worked, but it was just a nightmare. So, a spotlight round time now. We actually did all right here. The first three company logos we all got, basically. That was the point where we sort of gave in. They were Pringles, Shell, and Taco Bell, but pretty much everybody got those 3. The next group, one out of the 3 was tough. It was kind of at that point, really, because I think 4 and 5 gave it away. We could have gone a bit further, and then 4 and 5 are totally obvious. It was Amazon, KFC, and Xerox was the other one. I wanted to throw a hard one in there. 7, 8, and 9. So 7 and 8 were more obvious. 9 was harder, as the actress said to the bishop. I think this was the point that we tapped out Wikipedia, Starbucks, and Nestle. And actually, the last one weirdly proved tougher than I thought. Actually, so no one had it there. That was pretty much where we threw in the towel, and we were like, yeah. That would have made it a lot easier, I think. I think number 12 is difficult because you know what it is, but you just don't know. What is it? It's Bacardi, Kodak, and NBC. NBC. Lots of C's for that one. So I'm thinking like CNN, people were thinking, potentially. On to the audio round. I was almost having palpitations over this round because I thought it would be really tough for everyone. But you absolutely smashed it. Ding dong. As do you watch Glow Up? If you don't, that makes no sense. But anyway, ding dong. Our first 3 were Ain't No Mountain High Enough, No Limit, and No Matter What. And the word was no. Group number 2, we had Big in Japan, Big Yellow Taxi, and Big Spender. And the word was big. Group number 3, we had Sorry Seems to Be the Hardest Word, What's the Word, and Word Up, the word was word. Group number 4, we had Crazy Little Thing Called Love, Little Lies, and Little Lion Man, the word was little. Our next group was you know I'm no good. This time I know it's for real, and you don't know me. The word was no. The next group was Life in Technicolor, Hard Knock Life, and All My Life. The word was life. Next group was All You Need Is Love, All I Need Is a Miracle, and You Might Need Somebody. The word was need. In case you need explaining. I can see clearly now. Can I kick it? Can you feel the love tonight? The word was can. We had House of the Rising Sun, There's a Stranger in My House, and Our House. The word was house. We had You Can't Hurry Love, Why Can't This Be Love, and Stuck in a Moment You Can't Get Out Of. The word was can't. We had I Think We're Alone Now, You're Not Alone, and Better Off Alone. The word was alone. We had Never Gonna Give You Up and Never Gonna Leave This Bed and Never Tear Us Apart. The word was never. And on to Quizmo round now. Wow, really. So actually, just to go back over that. So really, the only one we struggled with was word, but we got it on the second go. We also struggled on a no, K-N-O-W, the no, not as in N-O. Got it on the second go. And then need was just a bit of a, well, everyone was just going crazy over it. So Quizmo round, how did we do? Here were all of our sums. You did amazingly well there, really. I mean, it was a 50-50 after all, even if you didn't know. But yeah, some of you saying it's way, way too easy. But let me give you the answers anyway. So there they were. So the first one was incorrect. 2 and 3 were correct. 4 was incorrect. 5 was correct. 6 was incorrect. 7 and 8 were correct. 9 was incorrect. 10 was correct. 11 and 12 were incorrect. I'm just doing this for people that aren't using the DAP. 13 and 14 were correct, and 15 and 16 were incorrect. Are we ready for Brainteaser? Well, we're going to do it anyway. So Brainteaser, because there's lots of things you would have needed to estimate. Let's see what those estimated things were. So each bead was 0.62 centimetres long. That was done, I did that over an average of 20. Took that average and then obviously averaged it over 20. In total, there were 4,227 bees. Again, done by the weight of bees. I did not count every single one of those. I have far better things to do in my life. Giving us a grand total of 2,621 centimetres, which means... So here we go with results. In 15th place, joint 15th place, both with guesses of 1,103. That's 1,518. Or the other side is 3,723 away. Oh, God. Is Quizentials and Fake Brews. Well done. In 14th place, with a guess of 1,578. That's 1,043 away. Browns of Richmond. In 13th place, with a guess of 1,728, that's 893 away, it's Jar Jar Thinks. Well done. In second place, with a guess of 1,736, that's 885 away, it's Thunderbox. In 11th place, with a guess of 1,840, that's 781 away, it's Kebab Machine. Bravo. We go up quite a big notch now, but going on to the others, the overestimators now. In 9th place, with a guess, in 10th place, with a guess of 3,281, 660 away, Fantastic Four. In 9th place, with a guess of 3,240, 619 away, it's We Pie Hard. In 8th place, with a guess of 2,025, 596 away, it's I'll Have a Peace, Please, Bob. In 7th place, with a guess of 2,048, 573 away, it's the Mint Imperials. In 6th place, with a guess of 2,080, 541 away, it's Kebab Machine North. In 5th place, with a guess of 2,137, 484 away, it's Hammersmith Busters. In fourth place, with a guess of 2,206, 415 away, it's the Flavour Dictators. In third place, with a guess of 2,940, 319 away, it's Press Box. In second place, with a guess of 2,548, 73 away, it's the Secret Lemonade Drinkers. But our winners, ladies and gentlemen, with a guess of 2,613, that is a mere 8 centimetres away, it's the Cremasteric Reflex. If I had a hat, I would take it off. My God. So, and now, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's winners. You're all winners. You're all winners in my heart. In 15th place with 91.5 points, Corona No Lime. In 14th place with 92 points, Mint Imperials. In 13th place with 94 points, Frat Pack. Well done, Frat Pack. There is a family relation there, so I'm always very excited to read their name out. In 12th place with 94.5 points, Mulligan O'Hare. In joint 11th place with 95 points each, we've got Fake Brews and Hammersmith Busters. In 10th place with 96 points, the Cremasteric Reflex. 2 mentions in one quiz, good enough for anyone. In 9th place with 97 points, it's Cresentials. In 8th place with 98 points, it's Marjorie's Hippos. Yes, well done. In 7th place with 99 points, it's Jar Jar Thinks. In 6th place with exactly 100 points, it's Sunshine. In 5th place with 101.5 points, it's the Flavour Dictators. In 4th place with 103 points is the Quizzards of Oz. In 3rd place with with a score of 105, it's Nevermind the Shuttlecocks. In 7th place with 108, it's Kebab Machine. But our winners, ladies and gentlemen, with 114 points tonight. Is it the first time? I'm not 100% sure, but it is. I'll have a pee, please, Bob. And no doubt you have just peed in your pants. Well, that is it from me, folks. Thank you all very much for joining me. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I am now on I'm trying to do it on a weekly basis of pumping out some little quizzes. You know, just like stuff that in the research it comes up and I'm like, God, they're so cool and I don't have enough time to fill it in. So have a look for these quick quizzes that I'm calling them. So obviously subscribe to the YouTube channel and you'll get notifications of them as well. If you do want to come to become one of my patrons, please become a patron. Like I say, pubs are opening soon. Quizzes are not coming back anytime soon. I think it might be about 4 to another 6 weeks before you're actually going to physically see me in a pub. So if you do want to support me, and believe me, I really need it right at the moment, feel free to become a patron. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, let's remain on a positive note. It has been an absolute pleasure quizzing you. I'd love to see you all here next Monday at 8 o'clock for more Adventure Quiz fun and games. Until then, I always enjoy it. I hope you've enjoyed it more than I have. But I will see you all next week.